Aston Villa didn't go down easy. They put absolutely everything into this, but full time, Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2. Hello, welcome to my journey to the media world. Today I'll be dissecting Aston Villa Carabao Cup final versus Manchester City. Full time score, like I say, 2-1 to Manchester City. A brilliant performance by Villa. I hope they take a lot of pride from that performance and take it into the league, because this next run of fixtures in the league is going to be very important in our hope for survival. Well, the game then, it was Sergio Aguero who opened the scoring out of all people. Manchester City legend. Raheem Sterling running down the left-hand side with his blistering pace, whips the ball across the face of goal, and a wonderful volley from Sergio Aguero. Inside 20 minutes, it's Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 1. Aston Villa had to pick themselves up fairly quickly. However, 10 minutes later, it was another goal for Manchester City, 2-0. A very controversial corner. Aston Villa protesting to the linesman about whether it should have been a corner. Personally, it wasn't a corner for me, and it's those type of things that you look back on after the game and think, if it wasn't a corner, could it have been a different outcome for Aston Villa? However, it was Rodrgi with the header. Poor defending, but like I say, should never have been a corner. And 2-0 down inside half an hour, Aston Villa could have easily crumbled, as they have in many other games this season. But they kept showing fight, desire, and wanting to win the game. And a wonderful run from Anwar El Ghazi. Obviously faced a lot of criticism last time out. Surprised that Dean Smith actually put him into the team. But his cross was pinpoint to Ally Sammata, and he headed it into the bottom corner. Mistake by John Stones gifted him a wonderful chance, and he obviously took that chance. Like I say, diving header, threw everything at it, and it was 2-1 just on the stroke of half time. Aston Villa had every single chance of it in the second half. Ally Sammata would have been buzzing to get a goal at Wembley in the build-up. He was talking about his hopes of playing at Wembley and scoring, so he'll be very pleased to get a goal. And at half time, on paper, you probably look at it and think Manchester City absolutely battered us, as they did for the majority of the game. But however, having said that, it was a very good performance by Aston Villa in the first half. They soaked up the pressure and did very well. I thought the pressing was absolutely excellent today. We've struggled to do that in Premier League games, and just go to show that there is a side here that can perform numerous times against the top 6 sides this season and just haven't held on. So there is a lot of hope in terms of Premier League status. But going into the second half, once again Manchester City showed their dominance on the ball. What do you expect from Manchester City there? Brilliant on the ball and controlling the game. Jack Grealish, I thought, had an okay game. He had a couple of chances, but didn't really have the impact that Villa fans would have hoped. Also, throughout the game, he did look like he was struggling a bit, limping a few times in the game. Hopefully there's nothing too serious there, because he'll be very important to our relegation scrap. And yeah, it stayed fairly similar in the second half, but Aston Villa did have a go. Dean Smith looked to the bench, brought on Conor Hourihane and Mahmoud Trezeguet, also Kieran Davis. Kieran Davis would have been happy to make his appearance at Wembley Stadium. Conor Hourihane, I thought, looked good. He had a few chances, had a corner as well, set piece, and wow, what a save from Claudio Bravo. These are the chances that you look back on the game and think we should have took him. A diving header from Bjorn Engels right at the death of the game, and Claudio Bravo just about parries it onto the bar. Could have been 2-2. We could have been going to extra time, but it wasn't meant to be. Like I say, a brilliant performance all round by Aston Villa. No real hard feelings as I'm coming out of Wembley. Gutted that we couldn't get the win, but a lot of positives to take, and I really hope that Villa and Dean Smith can take this as a positive and a learning curve and go on and win some very important games in the season to secure Premier League survival. Villa fans, City fans, leave your thoughts down below on the game. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. But until next time, goodbye. Up the Villa.